has been now for 2 years that we got involved with Uruguay. It started in 2008 when we received a visit from a pastor from Uruguay, and he was sharing with us the needs there. So we decided to go and visit Uruguay.
My name is Alex Menges, and I am from Brazil. In January of 2008, I began to minister in Ribeirão Preto, and then Pastor John challenged me to pray about working in Uruguay.
He understands church structure. He has the gifting, the training. I feel that Alex is the right man for the job at this point.
The Lord confirmed in my heart that He had been preparing me for this work in Uruguay all along. At the present time, I am working alone here in Uruguay in a missionary role.
We're supporting him 100%. You know, he's a missionary sent by our church. We're loaning him to the Uruguayan church. That's pretty much our view of the thing, you know.
My ministry has included all 3 churches in the Rivera area because they all need help. Whatever the pastors have needed me to do, I have done. Preaching, teaching, and doing discipleship classes. There is a great need to prepare leaders for these churches. Since the church has so many young people, I really see the need to help prepare them for the future leadership positions in the church. We also have a class about baptism for about 20 young people, and it is through groups like these that I see the chance to prepare them for the responsibility of leadership in the church for the future. One of my primary objectives is to teach them how to practice Christian disciplines and grow in their faith, while also preparing them to teach others the truths of the faith. The churches in Brazil have been working to challenge others to come to Uruguay also. There is a couple with 2 children in the Jabuticabal church that want to work in Uruguay. They have been preparing themselves not just to come here for a brief time, but to live and work here as full-time missionaries.
We have a family in our church who believe they have a calling to go to Uruguay, you know, for many years.
My wife and I began to love a people, a nation, and a culture we didn't know anything about. We began to pray for, cry for, and hurt for the people of Uruguay. This love grew in our hearts for 9 years. Finally, in 2008, along with Pastors Young, Alex, and Martins, we were able to visit Uruguay. In March of 2009, my wife went with me.
So we went there to visit, and we saw the need, and especially we saw that they can fit very well there.
I was able to see for the first time my promised land. After 9 years of prayer, I felt like a spy, like Joshua and Caleb.
So now we are working as a church to raise funds to send them in the future.
When we were in the city of Rivera, we noticed that they needed help with the children and also had need for help with the visitation program and discipleship.
We will work with visitation, discipleship, and anything that the church needs help with, but our focus will be on evangelism.
Our church in Ribeirão Preto has embraced the vision of missions and is preparing people to come and work in Uruguay at different times when different needs of ministry arise. There are 3 churches in Brazil that have accepted the challenge to not only support me here in Uruguay, but which also are wanting to prepare other missionaries to come here and work.
Our hope is we can help them to move up and move out in the sense of reaching more people and growing, and I think we can help them in that sense.
Our Free Will Baptist Church here in Jabuticabal, along with the First Church of Ribeirão Preto, Campinas, Araras, and Uberlândia have all contributed with offerings and prayers on behalf of this mission project in Uruguay.